All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official news break. And this is about my city, Portland, Oregon, keeping it weird. We just recently had a mayoral debate with the candidates. And here in the city, we haven't had the opportunity to see all of the candidates that often, because not all of them have raised the amount of money that garners promotion from our major networks. Somehow, though, they found it wise, since the two candidates they were pushing, one being Mingus Maps, who actually they were trying to bury, and then that, of course, is a black man, and then Rene Gonzalez, which you see, of course, promptly seated and standing in the middle. He's the one that they were favoring, but he actually has got some major dirt on his name, and also has a funding issue with trying to pad his WikiLeaks profile. Go figure. But I just want to chime in real quick, and this is just a very quick news brief. I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that and how the politics and the political landscape looks like in a absolute overtly liberal city, not to be confused with woke, but this is liberal. So, they've liked to move liberal issues and woke and try to conjoin them, but they are not. Those are two totally different things. And so this is your liberal left at work.
Next to him, Leave Ostis, an author, writer, musician, and stripper, also known as Viva Las Vegas.
And these vacancies, we need office to housing conversions right away. I don't believe in insisting that workers come back downtown. I think that's environmentally unconscionable. But I do see a yearning from my fellow artists to come back downtown and to really make it hum again with activity. So make some of these zombie buildings, as my campaign calls them, make those available for artist studios. In the interim, until we can get these housing conversions up and running, make music studios. Once artists come and bring their energy back downtown, support the small businesses that follow them. Make sure that when their window gets smashed, that the city is there to pay for that. Make sure that curbside appeal is the city's responsibility, not just the owners. Okay, that's all my time, but thank you for the question.
Ms. Rubio, let's talk about your 150 parking and traffic tickets, your failures to appear in court, 6 driver's license suspensions, largely before you were elected to city council. Then there was an incident last month where you scraped another vehicle while parking and walked away without leaving a note. Our reporting also shows you were ticketed as a sitting city commissioner for an expired vehicle registration, which a year later, according to records, still had not been updated. Given that history, what can you say to reassure voters who may have questions about whether they should trust you with an $8+ billion budget and whether you will be a champion for law and order?
With that kind of record, it's kind of amazing that anybody would actually be investing money into getting somebody like that elected mayor of a city like this. But nonetheless, this is how it plays out here. And all of the things to which you just heard, this is what it looks like when you have no Republican opposition. This is fully Democratic. And the city's in turmoil. When they're talking about zombie buildings, the reason why they're talking about zombie buildings is because downtown Portland has a bunch of empty buildings. And now they're trying to wrestle with the ideas of turning some of these into housing, which I guess, but these buildings were always meant to be office buildings. It would take a major reconstruction and overhaul to turn a lot of those downtown buildings into residences, because they were never meant to be. And you're talking pretty old buildings as well. Some are newer, but I mean, you're talking, when I say newer, I mean built in the 70s versus some of the old architecture that is around here. But nonetheless, that's an issue. And then, of course, also the lady with all of the tickets, Carmen Rubio, and she obviously has, see, none of these, the only person that's really actually up here without dirt on them like that is the brother. And obviously, the dirt he has on him is his skin color. And so, realistically, some of us would say it would probably not be the best thing for Mingus Maps to win. And I say that not to say we don't want we don't want our first black mayor in the city of Portland. It's not about that. And really, it's not about black first. This city has been dismantled and dismembered by the white left liberal agenda. And I would hate to see a black man put his face on it right when the whole house of cards crumbles. So that for me is my reasoning why I would say I would not want to see Mingus Maps at this time. I believe Mingus Maps definitely should get a shot, but I just look at how the city's landscape is. This man's going to be blamed for everything. He's going to be blamed for stuff that was happening while he wasn't even in office. I mean, we had a commissioner that was along with him that you should actually still see, but they got her up out the paint so fast it wasn't funny. Everything was this black lady's problem. And then they lied on her and said she committed a hit and run, which wasn't true. Then they were lying on her finances and they were trying to audit her. And so then they, after all of that, then they ran a campaign to get her voted out. They successfully did that. And now you're seeing, people moving on to the mayoral race. And that's one thing they did not want from Joanne Hardesty. They wanted to make sure Joanne Hardesty never got to this position, and they damn sure made sure of that. So in the meantime, while they were focusing so much on her, Mingus Maps kind of got a chance to go under the radar. But once they got her out the paint, then it became apparent that Mingus Maps had the target on his back. And then the media basically shadow banned him. So you didn't even know he was running until, they're just now recently, because getting calls on the carpet, showing you Mingus Maps. Mingus Maps has been in this race from day one, has never left, and he was I believe, the first to put his name in the hat or in the ring for mayor, for the race. And then all of these other faces you see came, and then they just dropped him. So the two Latinos, they were heavily promoting them. And you see both of them coming with dirt on them. Both of them are dirty. Renee Gonzalez has mismanaged campaign funds. And then Carmen Rubio is just got a boatload. She's like a degenerate driver. She has 150 parking tickets. She's scraped somebody's car, hit somebody's car while they were parked, left without leaving a note. This is who this woman is. And does stuff like this. And just the fact that, okay, you can have all this dirt, but I guess as long as you're a Democrat, no one cares and they'll fund you. So when Democrats start telling you all of this morality stuff, man, tell them to go blow that somewhere else. Because this is the truth. And I just showed you what you're seeing on our landscape. Don't ever let these Democrats tell you anything about where you stand in. Because this is madness. But nonetheless, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, we all understand this.
How can black people rise up and overcome?
Get out and vote?
That is incorrect. I'm sorry.
So this has been a beatzillapdx official news break. Just wanted to show you the weirdness of our mayoral race. And that's how it goes down in Democratic ran cities. Weirdness. Always remember hashtag hands off our reparations.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire.
And until next time, family, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at beatzillapdx. All the other information will be in the description. And keep your notification bells on. Make sure you have already hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit the word all. That way you'll be notified anytime this channel goes live or a video is uploaded or premieres. And with that being said, peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon each and every one of you. Stay black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all.